Hello. My aloe vera is for this. I'm fine, thank you. How you doing? I break my fast and I ate too much that I can't move now, you know. I ate too much rice and I've not ate rice for a while. And I break my fast with rice and that's it. But I ate too much because I've not ate rice for a while. And now I can't do anything. That's why I want to sit down here a little bit before I can go to bed. To digest my food. But guys, I want to talk about how... Keep tapping and sharing. I want to talk about the reason why a lot of these imams in Gambia and just these Quran people in Gambia and Senegal and across Africa in general are promoting, and men, even if they're not Quran pro person, and even some women, how they're just in a hurry to give the child a husband, or they're in a hurry to FGM the girl and say that if I don't do that, she's going to be pregnant. I'll explain why they're doing that. Keep tapping and sharing the video. I love my food too. I know, right? You know what I mean? When you break your fast and you have a lot and you can't do anything. It's like you just can't do anything. It's so annoying. It's like, and it's just like you can't move. Next time I have to learn to eat less when I'm eating rice. But I'm not going to eat rice tomorrow and the next few days. But yeah, if you guys want me to talk about what's on my mind to talk about today, you have to tap and share the video. As a lot of you know that my page have a lot of enemies due to the reality that I talked about that they don't want to hear. But I have stuff that I want to talk about. So guys, these face massages are very good for keeping you young and beautiful. Every woman over 30 should do this, especially when you're 40 or above. I'm 43, by the way. I'm 43. So I like doing these things, you know. And drinking water and eating healthy. I like food, but I'm lucky I like healthy food as well. I like both healthy and unhealthy, so... But I eat more healthy, it's just I eat a lot. I don't know how to eat small portion, even if it's healthy. That's the problem. The giant plate. But guys, I have stuff that I want to talk about. So, keep tapping and sharing. And I'm going to talk about this before I can go to bed tonight. So guys, if you look at this imam here, this Imam Fati guy, if you look at him and the reason why he wants children to get married young, I'll explain to you all the reason, okay? I'll tell you all the reason. Just keep tapping and sharing. I shall explain how these people, their games and how it works, and why they are the way they are, and even the women that are behind them, why they are the way they are. So, let me bring this light down, it's too bright. So guys, for example, this man here that is called Imam Fati. I am very anti-FGM. Everyone should be anti-whatever. Anti-FGM, anti-serious beating, anti-SA, anti-underage marriage, anti-not putting the children to school, anti-everything that is not good. Asha, keep tapping and sharing and let me start this quick topic that I want to do this evening. I know, right? FGM is witchcraft, inhuman, wickedness, weakness, slavery behavior. So guys, why men like this Imam Fati guy here? want the children, the young girls to be circumcised and to be given a husband very young. Like he's saying they should get married at 13. Are you guys seeing this? What, 13 years old? And that people should FGM the girls, and that there will be no peace until that is normalized in Gambia, until the government take the bar out. Even though the government ban it and people are doing it secretly, he wants people to be able to do it outside happily dancing without no any consequence. Now it is Ramadan. Start talking about good things, about ibadah. I'm talking about good things. You don't want to hear this good thing. Okay, so guys, whenever you talk about stuff that is traumatizing children and women, especially in Gambia or Africa or just any part of the world, especially Muslim worlds in general, they're always going to say that you're negative, talk about good things, you're not Muslim, you're not married, you are a whore, especially when you're a woman. You are a whore, you're not married, you don't respect your parents, you don't respect Allah, blah, 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 blah. They have so many things that they're going to tell you for you to stop talking. So just ignore them and keep tapping and sharing. Thank you so much. So guys, for example, why this man here called Imam Fatih, saying that he wants children to get married as young as 13 and the girls to be... Why he's saying that is, in Gambia and many other countries, when they do like this, the blood that come out, they use it with something else to close the little hole until the girl is married before they can, so the husband can. But some of them money to before marriage and money to get pregnant and everything. Yeah, it's rampant, but they still keep on closing it. And the child period cannot even come out properly, and just the child, when they get married, they have to, and it's very painful. And then when they do it straight away, they want the husband to, so before it can close again. Okay, keep tapping and sharing. So guys, I was with a girl from Gambia. She was cut. Ooh, yeah, a lot of Gambian people are cut. A lot of white people don't like that. Did you like it? Are you a white man? Okay, keep tapping and sharing. So they also gonna say that it's because of the white people that we don't want people to be cut, and they're lying. Okay, normal healthy black man so don't want a woman to be cut. It's not just for sexual pleasure and stuff. Just, he wouldn't want the pain on the girl, you know, that has skin that you're cutting. You're not cutting that. You're cutting the body. Keep tapping and sharing. So guys, for example, prefer, in fact, natural, but, you see, not cut. Normal people don't prefer cutting. Doesn't matter they're white or blue. Just normal men don't like a cut woman. Any man that like a cut woman, he's very evil and wicked. And he's very, very wicked. And you will see his wickedness. If you don't believe me, go with a man who like this and you know. Keep tapping and sharing the video, because the people that are like this, the moment I start talking, they report in the video. So if they're reporting it and you don't tap, you don't share, you don't promote the video, TikTok will believe the lie they're telling them. But I am so TikTok can hear English and can know what I'm talking about. TikTok, I am talking about FGM and underage marriage to stop in Gambia. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Anything else they tell you, they're lying. Okay. So guys, for example, a man like this, they want the little girls to get married and the little girls to be, and close the thing. Why? They even say it all the time, and him and his army. He have a bunch of armies that are like him, and they're all over the TikTok and everywhere, following people like me, calling me name and blocking me and cursing me. Okay? So why they're doing that is because, number one, they want virgin. They hate a woman that is not a virgin. They're addicted to virgin. Keep tapping and sharing. A lot of them disvirgin a lot of people already, and they still want to disvirgin more. And a lot of them just never disvirgin somebody, but it's their dream to do so. But a lot of them definitely did a lot. Okay? Because a lot of them will disvirgin you, either they marry or not. If they know you're a virgin, they cannot leave you alone, even if you're not married. Ask people that are from Africa if I'm lying. They hate a virgin. I mean, they hate to leave virgin alone. They're going to do everything to disvirgin you, marry or not. Okay? A lot of them. Not all, but a lot of them. Okay, hello. Keep tapping and sharing. So, why they want the little girl to get married is because a lot of them have a lot of wives. Okay? A lot of them have 2, 3 wives, you know, especially the ones that promote this a lot. Or even if they have one wife, they have a lot of children. So then they're thinking, if the girl is pregnant, I cannot feed her alone, not to mention her and the child. One. That number one is they like young people. That's the number one. The number one is they like young people, and if they're Muslim, they don't respect Allah. They don't respect women and children. That's the number 3 first. Sorry, those are the 3 first. Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you very much. Then this one, number 4, is they have a lot of children, most likely. And because they hate women and children, they don't want the woman to stay there and get pregnant. They think she's going to get pregnant because they know they like children and women, and they know that other men like them like women. So they know that they're going to get her pregnant because they know they don't know how to leave women alone. Okay? They know who they are. Keep tapping and sharing. So that's number 1. But they also hate it that she's going to be pregnant because a lot of them, they hate the name bastard, someone to have a baby without marriage. Although a lot of them are bastard or just they do bastard stuff. Because a lot of them are cheating and lying. They cheat so much that some of their wives cheat because the wives are tired of sitting and waiting for the husband to quit cheating and will never quit cheating. Keep tapping and sharing. So a lot of them, their children are not their children. Okay, because of the amount of cheating that they're cheating, and they end up having wives that give up waiting for the husband to change, and the wife will also just cheat like them. That's rampant, number 1. Number 2, a lot of them are having sex. Either they get the person pregnant or not. Either they give birth, they have a bastard child or not. They're having sex without marriage anyway. What is the creation of a bastard child? Sex without marriage. What are they doing? They're doing sex with people that are not their wife all the time, even if they are married. 90% of them. Keep tapping and sharing. 90% of them, especially African Muslim men. Okay, from Gambia, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Ghana, all these African Muslim men in Africa, cross Africa, Guinea, Mali, cross Africa Muslim men, 90% of them cheat when they're married. They have sex outside of marriage. They have sex more outside when they're married than when they don't marry. They have sex outside more when they're married than when they're single. Okay, keep tapping and sharing. So they're doing the act of bastard, which is to have a child without marriage. They're doing that either they have the child or not. They still with everyone they come across. Keep tapping and sharing. So then because they are hypocrite, they're saying they don't want to bastard child. That's why they want to FGM the girl and close her hall, her little hall, until she's married. Then the husband, they have to take her to the old lady and then the husband will. So the woman can have double pain. And after they do all of that, they start cheating and disrespecting the woman also. So it's no point for the woman to go through that for them because the woman is not worth their respect and love, and for them to close their pan because of wife and Allah. Wife and Allah is not worth them closing the pants, but it's worth them cutting the girl and closing her vagina. Okay? Keep tapping and sharing, guys. You have to tap and share. When I'm explaining the truth, like their brain is boiling and they're reporting. They're like reporting and seeking like zombies. Okay? So you have to tap, share, promote the video, share, do all you can. So when they're doing the idiotic work, TikTok, we're not listening to them. So guys, listen to this, yeah? So they want to have a virgin and they don't want to have a bastard child. Listen to this. Virgin and no bastard child. But they're having sex, tapping and sharing. Yeah. So they're going to circumcise the girl. They're going to marry the girl off young. They're going to circumcise the girl in the name of I don't want a bastard child and I don't want a person that is not a virgin. These two. Okay, just keep tapping and sharing. I'll explain everything. I was underage arranged marriage before I was 10 years old. Okay, to a man as old as this imam who said that people must marry of girls 13 years old or there will be no peace. Okay, in Gambia right now. A current affair right now, not an old stuff. Current affair right now, one of our very famous imam in Gambia, this man, he said that people have to marry girls as young as 13 or there will be no peace. And people have to FGM the girls or there will be no peace. I was underage arranged marriage before I was 10 years old to a man as old as him. Okay? So I know these people and their games. So just bear with me, keep tapping and sharing. So now, listen to this. They say that they don't want somebody that is not a virgin and they don't want somebody that have a bastard child. Okay? But a lot of them are always having sex outside of marriage. Bastard or not, they're having sex. What is bringing the bastard child? Sex without marriage. What are they doing? Sex without marriage all the time. Okay, 90% of Muslim men, African Muslim men across Africa, and even when they come abroad, they cheat outside of their husband. 90% of them. Okay, but this 90% is like the 50% from the 90%. They do it all the time. They can even give you HIV and all kind of sexual disease, and you'll be finished when you continue with them. I'm telling you. Okay, just keep tapping and sharing. So now, listen to this. Why they circumcising the girl, FGMing her? And don't worry about the sorry. Thank you, but don't worry about the sorry. I'm used to this. I grew up like this, with this nightmare. And they bully me so much that it doesn't pain me anymore. They always you know what they tell me? They said my vagina is expired because I was married young. So I should shut up. They've never seen my vagina. I don't have an expired vagina wherever the hell that is. I'm lucky God bless me with it, that I don't have any like health condition from it, any bad infection or like an expired vagina, whatever the hell expired vagina is. But they always tell me that, the men, they always make video for me telling me that my vagina is expired because I was married young and I should shut up. So at least I don't want the other children vagina to be expired then, because your imam said that people should get married at 13 so they can also have an expired vagina like me. Exactly. So keep tapping and sharing, guys. So why they want the young girls to get married and to be circumcised? I'll explain everything. Just keep tapping and sharing. Thank you so much. So now, what they're going to do is, they want the little girl to get married and to be circumcised. Why? They say that they don't want the little girl to get pregnant or to have a bastard child. Sorry, the bastard child is the pregnant. They don't want a bastard child and they don't want no virgin person. They want a virgin and non-bastard child. Now listen to this. And they always having sex outside of their marriage. These men, 90% of them always having sex everywhere. They always have like 4 or 5 girlfriends, 3, 2 girlfriends, all the time, all year round, every year. They can never stay one single year without having sex outside. Never ever, 90% of them. Cross African Muslim men, okay, cross the world, okay, keep tapping and sharing. So now, it's very sad. I'm laughing, but I'm crying. Us Africans, sometimes we laugh when we are meant to cry because it's too much crying that you don't want to just cry all day. Sometimes when you're crying. That's so when you see me laughing, crying, laugh, look at my eye. You recognize the crying laugh and the genuine laugh, okay? People that follow me for years, they know that. So, okay, now, keep tapping and sharing. I'll explain everything. So now, guys, if you just come in, I'm talking from Scotland, but I come from Gambia. This is our imam in Gambia that is promoting underage marriage right now as I'm talking to you. He's campaigning on the street with his group of people that he's teaching Quran, women and men, but more women with the hijab following him on the street of Gambia right now, calling Allah's name for people to allow girls 13 years old to get married and to be FGM. Say that there will be no peace until that is happening, and everyone that is fighting that he's going to pray for Allah to punish you, and that everyone that don't do that, when you die no one should come to your funeral, when you sell something nobody should buy, when you have a party nobody should go, the whole Gambia should isolate you just because you don't do these things that he's saying, which is FGM the girl and marry of your daughter at 13. Okay, keep tapping and sharing. So guys, I was underage arranged married before I was 10 with a man as old as this. Okay, so and people say that I shouldn't talk about this, because when I talk they will insult me, so because of insult I have to watch the little girls do this. Okay, I'm gonna talk. If you don't do it, you will have the karma if you don't listen. But me, my karma, I'm not gonna have it by being quiet, being afraid, and watch the girl repeat my pain. Never. I rather you than me allowing the girl to repeat my pain. I'll do my best. Yeah, at least so you can have the karma alone of watching the girls go through that, not me. Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you so much. So now, I'm back to why they want the girl to get married young and why they want the girl to be FGM. So why they want the girl to be FGM and get married young? They say they don't want a bastard child and they don't want a virgin, okay? But they want a virgin and no bastard. They want no bastard and they want virgin, okay? They want their daughter to have no bastard child and they want to have a virgin, okay? They love virgin, but they only love the first night of breaking through and be like, yeah, I'm the first one that got on there. I got in there first. That's the only thing that they want. Apart from that, they hate your God. Within 5 years of marrying you, 5 years is too long. Within 1 year of marrying you, they're out there outside cheating and lying and troubling you and change totally. 90% of them, okay? Thank you so much. Ramadan Mubarak. Keep tapping and sharing. 90% of them, especially the local ones that are very African, like this type of man, when they marry you, when you're a virgin, you're young, okay? Within 5 years, they change. They're looking for another virgin. You're too old already. Especially when you have a baby with them. You're pregnant, you have a baby, and your body change and stuff. Your mood change and stuff. They're like, they're looking for another virgin. They're always looking for virgin. Even if they this virgin you today, tomorrow when they see another virgin, they're like, oh, last night was good. Last night was nice. Oh, I wanted this one too. They're always thinking about how to break the first person. They like that feeling of you crying and they're like, and just going in it. Okay, so keep tapping and sharing. Yes, so why they want that is because it's hypocrisy. It's wickedness, hypocrisy, just wickedness, pedophilia behavior and hypocrisy. Because them say they're having sex all the time. 90% of African Muslim men, they always having sex outside of their marriage. 90%. It's only maybe the 1% that will stay with you and never cheat on you, and the African Muslim man. That 1%, that one single man out of every 10 men. The rest, they're gonna cheat on you. Some cheat on you regularly all the time, until a lot of African Muslim men, especially, yes, African Muslim women, sorry, lot of them agree with it. They will see it in the video like this. There is no man that will not cheat. Men are not good. If you want a good man, you'll never be married. Surrender the health and get married. This is how they are. They will see this in a live video all the time. Okay, and they said me, I will never get married. I will never stay in a marriage because I want a good man, and good man doesn't exist. They're so weak and they give up the hell that they don't know the men that don't cheat do exist. But it's not many, but they exist. Even in the community. It's in the community, but it's not many. But because they're so weak and negative, they think everyone is so bad, and they call me negative. I'm not negative. I'm just an activist for no childhood trauma, but you can call me negative. What are you then? Pedophile and traumatizing women and children? Okay, thank you so much. Keep tapping and sharing. Let's go. So why they want a girl that, you know, that you know, why they want the child to get married young and for the child to be FGM? Keep tapping and sharing. Why they want that? They don't want a bastard child, and they want a virgin, but they always having sex outside of marriage. What's the cause of having a bastard child? Sex without marriage. What are they doing? Sex without marriage. They're always having sex without marriage outside of their wives. 90% of them. Cross Africa, African Muslim men, even the ones in abroad, lot of them. 90% of them having sex outside of their marriage. What's the cause of bastard? Having sex outside of marriage. What are they doing? Having sex outside of marriage. Why are they closing the girl and cutting her and giving her husband young? Because they don't want that. Because they are hypocrite and they hate women and children. So keep going and tapping. So what they have to do, instead of close the girl and give her husband young, teach her self-love, self-dignity, give her school education, let her know the consequences of getting pregnant. Why she shouldn't get pregnant? If they don't want her to have sex to begin with, they should then close their pants first. Go to work, come home, treat the mother with love and dignity, teach the child that a woman is everything, because look at how I'm treating your mother. Your mother is everything to me, which means you are everything. So wait for a man that is going to marry you and do like what I'm doing to your mother now. Keep tapping and sharing. They can't do that. They're too weak and idiotic and lying. So they know they're treating the mother like a piece of shit. So they know the girl is like, what's the point? Me waiting for a husband. They're going to treat me like a piece of shit. So let me just go and have sex. And then they know that they're teaching the girl like your mother is like a piece of shit, which is why I'm cheating and lying and marrying anyone I come across and not doing what Allah told me to do with her. What did Allah tell me? To house, clothes, feed her. What did Allah said? I should not cheat. What did Allah said? I should tell the truth, be nice and kind and loving to your mother and you. And whatever money I work, I should bring in the house to house, clothes, feed you. Proper food, proper house to live in, proper clothes to wear, proper everything you want. Instead of them focusing on doing that. How expensive is that? How hard it is to do that, guys, even in Africa, not to mention here. How expensive is life now to house, clothes, and feed your children and your wife? Especially a wife that is giving birth to 10 children or 8 or 7, because they hate it when their wife have family planning so she cannot be pregnant. They hate that so much. They're going to be like, oh, that's Western minded. Oh, this deen, this Muslim religion, we have to have a lot of children so we can have more Muslim in the world. And they seen that in a country like Gambia and Senegal, when more than half of the youths are on drug, stealing, drugging, sexing everyone like chicken, killing themselves, stabbing each other, going crazy, dying in the sea, trying to come abroad. Those are the Muslims that they want to bring more Muslim in the world. More Muslim that they cannot even protect and bring up normal, like a normal person. When these children go and try to learn Quran, they've been sexual abused there. Doesn't matter boy or girl, you don't want to know the stuff that is coming out in the news for children that are trying to learn Quran. Normally the place they learn Quran, especially boys, is called Dara. Dara is like a boarding home where they have to go and stay there for up to 10 years or more to learn the Quran, depending how quick they are to master the whole book of Quran. Keep tapping and sharing. And they go there when they're young. Your days are finished or filed. I don't know whatever the hell you're talking about. They can even try to unalive you for trying to save the children. This is how evil they are. Keep tapping and sharing. So whatever the hell you're trying to say, I'm still gonna talk. I don't care you unalive. If you were here unalive in me now, cutting my neck now, I'll talk until you separate my head and my body before I can be quiet. But I'll talk. Keep tapping and sharing. I'm tired of you guys abusing young girls and women in general and children and getting away with it. If the adults are going to be so weak and hypocrite and watch you finish the whole nation of trauma, I will talk I will talk for my own trauma and your mother's trauma and your father's trauma to end. Yeah? If you don't like it, you can unalive me. That's on you. Keep talking. Keep typing and sharing, guys, because they always report the video. So if you don't type and share, the video can be anytime, because they're very evil and they know it's not just this man that promoted it. Do you think if an imam in Gambia right now, one of the most famous imam in Gambia is promoting this? Look at the writing. Read the writing. Read here. There will be no peace until we are allowed to marry off girls as young as 13 and FGM girls. Again, I told you. He said, if anyone that don't do this, when they're no more alive, nobody should go to their funeral. When they're selling something, don't buy. When they have a party, don't go. Isolate them because they're not Muslim. That's why they're not doing this. And that he said people who don't have circumcised done, when they give birth, they cry because they never experienced pain before. And a doctor tell him that, he said. And that most likely they're going to have a very long clitoris that is like a 10-meter long, that they can't wear jeans. So they have to cut it so it's nice and smooth. And it's so comfortable and nice. When he's talking like this, you feel like yourself. You will feel like unalive in your own self because of you'll be like so rage. Now, how the hell he's promoting women to be having a comfortable, smooth, nice and smooth, comfortable vagina when even if they marry you with that nice and smooth, comfortable vagina, they're still going to be cheating and lying and marrying anyone they come across and neglecting your entire generation, making you cry every day on top of that so-called comfortable vagina. Keep typing and sharing, guys. So, guys, back to why they want the children to be FGM and underage marriage. They want virgin and they want young girl themselves. And they have no respect for men and women, especially when they're young. And they have no respect for Allah. And they have no respect for definitely their wives. So they always going to leave them there and looking for another young wife. Leave them there and looking for another young wife. Okay? And they have no respect for their children. They're not ashamed their children seeing you marrying their children mate, people that are older than their children all the time. They're marrying those people. I'm not saying all men. I'm saying 90% of African Muslim men have this type of trait. Some have it worse than the others, but especially Gambia and Senegal and the rest, where the women are just very, weak and hypocrite and can never protect themselves. How you make the screen move, sis? You just choose the one that the screen is moving. So, keep tapping and sharing. So, why they want the young girl to get married and the young girl to be close at FGM and close her little hole? Because they want a virgin. And they don't want a bastard child. Now, are they leaving the children alone to be a virgin? No. They love to marry or not. All the time, lot of African people, especially Gambia and Senegal African, which I know most, but it's not just us. I hear Nigerians, other people explaining this. Lot of people that grew up in Africa, at least 80 or 90% been through or some form of someone showing you there when you're a baby. Some form of or wanted to do to you. Keep tapping and sharing. Doesn't matter boys or girls, but especially girls. Keep tapping and sharing if you don't want children to be abused. If you don't want to have their karma, especially if you're from Gambia. You can see this. You can hear this current affair. You know this man, he's been doing like this for years. This is normal to you? To you, your 13-year-old should be lying down and a man like this age, or man 30 years, 40 years old with marrying her. To you, that's fine. You're a pedophile. I'm talking about you that watching. Anyone that is watching, and including him, anyone that thinks 13-year-old should lie down with a man marrying her, they are pedophile. And anyone that is a pedophile will have a karma of that child that you're promoting for people to. If you were young and that shouldn't happen to you. Why it happened? Because your people don't talk about it much. Your community let you down, especially Africa. Africa still don't talk about these things. Watch the Gambians when I'm talking about this thing. And now you go to other videos where Gambians insult each other, do stupid video that don't protect any child, stupid video that nothing to do with protecting children. See how the Gambians are there because the person is talking inappropriate talk about sex. This is how you have sex. This is how you do this. Or dancing crazy dance or insulting each other because they're angry. Go and see the video have 1,000 view, 2,000 view, 5,000, 10,000 view. The Gambian Senegal community have 10,000 view, 20,000 even for insulting each other. Now on your video, if you don't believe me, and start talking for children to be protected, children and women. And see how they're going to report your page, call you name, watching you like they can't support the video, and gossiping about you all over the internet and all over everywhere they are. Calling you all kind of name. When you're protecting children that is from their own children, their own family children, and your own family children. Because Gambia is very small. It's just 2 million. We all know each other or link, a lot of us at least. But it's not just for Gambia. It's just children all over the world to be left alone. If you cannot give them anything good, leave them alone. Don't essay them. Don't traumatize them. Serious beating, serious pain, essay. Don't do that to them. Children all over the world. So guys, like I explained, watch and listen to me very carefully, and I'll continue explaining why they want the little girls to get married. They want the little girl to get married because they like virgin, they like young people, number one. Number two, they lack the dignity and love and respect and value for women. And the women themselves lack it. So they cannot fight and say no to this. Okay? Number three, they're using Allah. Okay? They use Allah for when it favor us. When what they want you to do doesn't favor you, they will use Allah to make you do it. When they have to use Allah to make them stop doing something that is not good, but it favors them or they like it, like cheating, lying, marrying anyone they come across. When they have a family and children, wife and children here to look after, give their money and love and energy to. They need all. You don't have enough money for them. You don't have enough love for them. You don't have enough energy for them. But you have it. You have enough now to give it to another woman, to marry somebody else that you can give money, love, and energy to. The women are watching. These women that are saying, Asrun say this, they're watching. They're suffering from this man and this situation and this abuse. Lot of them are crying, dying with depression, going to juju, crying, beating their children, screaming. And they're busy bleaching themselves to death. Busy bleaching every dress they come, buying every dress they come across, even when they don't have money. Busy on WhatsApp, gossiping all day. Busy going to party, dancing, busy fake smiling, and they're dying. They have energy for all of that until when it's come to energy to save them and to live the real, genuine life like a normal woman is living in this world. A lot of normal women are living that life which you deserve. But you're too weak to put your energy there, and you want everyone to be like you. You want everyone to just ignore like you're ignoring. Thank you so much. Keep tapping and sharing the video. Keep sending hearts and tap and share the video. I'll continue explaining. So guys, like I said, why they want the little girl to get married and why they want to cut the little girl thingy, FGM her and close her little hole until she get married, and they'll Why? It's because they say they don't want a bastard child, and they say they don't want somebody that is not a virgin. Now listen to this. Somebody that is not a virgin, to them that is a whore. Even if the person was sexually abused, which happen all the time. When the person saying it in the video that I was sexually abused, that's why I'm not a virgin, they said in the same video that you are lying, nobody sexually abused you, that you are a whore. They say that physically. They say that the women of this society, when you marry them and they're not a virgin, their excuse are always, I was sexually abused by my dad. I was sexually abused by my uncle. I was sexually abused by one of our neighbors. I was sexually abused by my teacher. Kek. Oh my God, these women are bitches, horse. They make live videos saying this all the time, laughing. And the women hear them. The women know them. These women that are supporting them. They know everything I'm talking about. They saw it. They know I'm not from China. I'm not speaking Chinese. They see everything. They see worse. Some of the things they've been through, I don't even know. But they're still promoting this, insulting me and siding with these people. This is how weak our African women community, women are, especially Gambia and Senegal women. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. So, guys, what, like I said, I'll pick you. Let me explain this. I'll pick you. Just keep typing and sharing. Like I said, why they want a virgin child and a child that is cut and close? Because they say that they want a virgin child and they don't want a bastard child. And they always having sex outside of their marriage. What's the cause of a bastard child? Is someone that has sex without marriage. How do you have a bastard child? Sex without marriage. What is this man doing? Sex outside of marriage all the time. 90% of them is having sex outside of marriage. They should be having 1,000 bastard child, 1 million bastard child, each one of these men. Okay? But if the people they're having sex with was giving birth all the time. And by the way, a lot of them have babies for them. But some taking pills so they don't get pregnant, or some just happen to not get pregnant, but they're having sex all the time outside of marriage, and they say they don't want the child to do that, which is why they have to close the child and do all of this, or give her husband now, before that can happen. Okay, even when she's 13, they say 13-year-old, if you don't give the husband, they're gonna have sex outside of marriage, and they're gonna be pregnant. That's what this imam is saying, and everyone else, and themselves, 90% of them, they're having sex outside of marriage. Okay, and ask the Gambian woman if I'm lying. Ask African women in general if I'm lying, Gambia or not. Okay, keep typing and sharing. So if they don't want sex without marriage, why are that? Because they don't want sex without marriage, because Allah don't want it, they said, and they don't want it, they hate it more than Allah, because they're doing it, but they don't want the child to do it. So if they hate it so much that they have to cut the child and close her little hole until she's married, and then they have to give the child husband 13 because they don't want her to get pregnant. Why them say they're having sex without marriage when they don't want the child to do it? That's why they have to force the child to get married 13. That's why they have to cut and close the child. But them, they cannot close their zip. Them that can just close their zip and stay with their wife. How easy is that? They cannot do that. But they have to go through this and this for the child to not do that. They have to go through giving the young child a husband for the child to not do that. But them, the adult, they cannot just do this and respect their manhood and respect their wife and Allah. So now, keep going. The other thing why I'm talking about this is they have to learn how to teach the children self-love and self-dignity. That's the original way of teaching children how to stay in this life in a healthy way. Because you could die anytime you're the parent and the child, what they're going to do. And you could do this. They get married and they take out the thing and the husband could be, and the child is single now, what are you going to do? The marriage can be finished and the child is single now, what are you going to do? The child can even cheat because the child don't know why they don't have to sleep with someone. They don't know the consequence of the sickness, the consequence of neglecting yourself as a woman. They don't know anything. You don't teach them that. You just close them like you're closing a hole, like a sick, sick cannot raise a child, a type of a person. Keep tapping and sharing. So they have to teach the children self-dignity and why they don't have to do this. Let the child know that. For example, my daughter is 17. She's here in her room hearing me. Did she have a boyfriend? No. Did she get pregnant? No. Did she do anything? No. Why? What she's doing? Studying. She's going to university this year to be a medical science. Why is she having A's every time, being a head girl in the school? Every university she applied, they give her unconditional offer. Why? Because I taught her to focus on her. And I taught her self-value. Tell her you're beautiful, you're precious. If you keep going, you will have the best man in the world. You have a lot of choices to pick. They're all going to come running for you. Because you're beautiful and you're smart and you're loyal, kind, loving, nice. So she knows she's like a diamond. So when she see a boy, no matter how handsome the boy is, when the boy talking to her, she's like, okay. She's just checking the boy and knowing what I'm saying, and just don't take him serious at all. Just be like, I'm not ready for this. You think you're gonna distract me? It's not gonna work. Like, just she even telling Mom, some boys was after me today. There was this guy was after me, and we joke about it and laugh about it and finish, because she knows. You have to let the girl fall in love with herself, know her value, know herself, know why she have to keep herself for the man who deserve her. That's the thing. But how many of you even deserve a girl who loves herself? Almost none of you. Again, 1%. One of you. 1 out of 10. That's why you don't want the girl to know that. Because when the girl don't know that, you will never have her. Keep tapping and sharing. How many of you want a girl who know her value? The way you talk to women is rubbish. The way you treat women is rubbish. You treat women like a piece of shit. Why? It's funny and sad. Some of them, when they want to marry me, the moment they start talking to me on WhatsApp, I'm laughing until I'm peeing myself. The way these people will talk to you, they talk to you like, I'm like, what the hell? How you expect me to marry you talking to me like this? Who the hell are you? Just because, and especially when they have a manhood like a horse, that's even worse. They think just because they have this horse now, you have to follow them, be crying, yeah, give me the horse, baby. The horse. I don't care about the horse. I'm not going to kill myself because you have a horse. Eat it, fry it. What do you want me to do? Just because you have a horse, I have to be like, yes, sorry for everything. And even if I want to go to the toilet, I'm like, can I go, sir? You're like, no, don't pee. Hold your pee. You can't even hold your pee. I said, don't pee now. You just pee now and you want to pee again. This is how much they can control you just because they're your so-called husbands, and that without, if you don't do this, you're not good. Them, when they go cheating and lying and doing whatever they're doing, they're still good. You try to go to toilet, you're dead. You still don't even go to toilet. You're not allowed to pee. Keep tapping and sharing. So, they know. It's true, yeah, Keva. So what happened is, that's why they hate me. They know I know them more than their mother and father know them. How much they hate me, guys. How much the Gambia and Senegal community hate me. 90% of them, they wish I was. Every single day, I'm like explaining what they're doing to women and children. Every day for 7 years. And I know their every corner, every single move, and I'm explaining it. And they hate it so much. They know I'm making women to wake up. And they know that when we wake up, they have no choice but to change. If they don't change, they will never have a wife. And they hate that they have to change. They don't want to change at all. They're too stupid. Oh my God. They're too stubborn. My phone, the way I hold it is not good because the holder is broken. But I'll still talk like this. Don't worry, guys. Bear with me. Yeah. I wanted to do attire, but I'll wait till tomorrow. The sugar. I'm trying to avoid too much sugar. And I'm fasting. Okay. Let's go, guys. Keep tapping and sharing. I'll take you guys. Continue until now. I mean, still continuing to explain, you know, why they want the child to get married young and to FGM her. So this man, for example, he will say that if you don't FGM the woman, you can't satisfy her. How are you going to have 4 wives? Because a woman that is not FGM, she cannot have enough of man. So, if you have to have 4, how are you going to satisfy them? Guys, this man will say this in videos. You guys saying me I'm rude. All of this thing I'm telling you, he's saying them in video. Ask the Mandinka and people that understand Mandinka that listen to him. They just hypocrisy and fake. That's why they're telling me what they're telling me. They hear him like I'm hearing him. He's posting all these videos and saying some of what he's saying in interviews. He'll be like, how you satisfy 4 women if they're not circumcised? They have to be circumcised, because if they're not circumcised, you cannot satisfy them, because when they're not satisfied, when they're not circumcised, they like sex too much. And that's not true, by the way. I'm not circumcised and I don't like sex too much. I'm a coward when it's come to the bedroom, especially with an African man. And I don't like an African man that is like this. I don't like an African, non-African man, no. I like you to be African man if you're going to be African man, or stay away. I don't even joke with that. But this African man that I want, when I have it, I'm running like a coward. It's just I like that he's a man, you know, and I can feel like he's a man. But it's not like I'm going to be there all day. Yeah, man. Yeah, all day. I can't do that at all. Like, a lot of women can't do that either. It's not just me. But they say whole thing just so they can, the girl. They have every excuse for, they're like, oh, when a woman don't do that, she cannot stay without sex, and her vagina is going to be smelling bad. Did anyone see a vagina that is smelling bad just because the clitoris is there? Is the clitoris some poo? Some poo that is dropping some poo? I just want to know, did anyone have a clitoris that is pooing on your vagina or something? They're like, oh, the clitoris is going to smell so bad and it's going to drip some disgusting water, and most likely it's going to be too long that when you wear trousers, it's sticking on the pants. You telling the pants, hello, jeans. And there's this story that the girl have a long clitoris that she couldn't wear jeans. It's touching the jeans. And she had to have an operation nice and smooth so she can wear her jeans comfortable. If you see this imam talking, it's the imam that's saying all of this thing I'm telling you, by the way. Okay? In interviews, in his videos, even his recent interview with Kerry Fatou, go and watch it on YouTube. So, how the hell a story of a girl that he's talking about that have a long clitoris that is touching her jeans, how rare is that? Did anyone know somebody with a long clitoris that is touching jeans? I don't know somebody like that. Maybe they do and they're hiding. I don't know. And I know if my family have it, I will know. But they don't have it. Nobody I know have it. Well, women talk, but nobody I know have it. But if they do, I think that's rare. He was like, you know how some men are and some men are. So women too is the same. And I was like, what the hell? Now what about if a man is, African man is you? Because I hate an African man that's like that. African man is like this. That doesn't even go together. African man and this doesn't go together. It just doesn't go. The name African man and this, it doesn't go together. So why can't every African man that, especially Gambian men that is promoting this, or every country that is promoting this, the men that are promoting this in that country, what about if they should all and give it to them for breakfast? Keep tapping and sharing. All, because they're useless. I will never, ever, ever marry a man like that. Never. That's one of the reasons why I'm single. Whenever I saw it and I'm like this, I'm like, F yourself, man. Who is going to marry you like that? Like a candle. African man with a candle manhood. Oh my God. So now how is fair for them to suggest that every little child is going to have a long vagina, clitoris that is touching her jeans and she can't wear jeans, when she shouldn't be wearing jeans, by the way, because she's Muslim. She should be wearing something big. But he said that they cannot wear jeans because it's going to be too long. So they just assume that every child is going to have a long clitoris that cannot fit in any jean. So let them just cut every child now quickly. So how is that fair when he said that some African men have one that is small and some have big, so women too is the same. So why can't the small ones to be? Because we don't want the small one. Anyone want the small one? I don't. Anyone want it? Write it down, let me know. Keep tapping and sharing. So now let's keep going. I'll tell you all the excuse they're saying for cutting, okay, and all the excuse they're saying for underage marriage, okay, and then you know how ridiculous these excuses are and how inhuman and how they are just the worst excuses in the world to manipulate, you know, these people and abuse them. Keep tapping and sharing. I'll take you guys. Just keep tapping and sharing, okay? So back again to what they normally say. This man and his group of people, what they normally say, okay? So, like I explained, they say that women that don't have this done, they cannot have enough of sex. They say this all the time. Because they have a generation of women that don't have this. They always make sure that every child is. So they have to have something that they're telling them because they never experience this, guys. I understand this is sad. They don't know how it's like to have this. They will even ask you, how is it like to have this? I don't know how is it like. What is it like? How do you feel? What is it for? How is it like? And they say, God, this is sad. Keep tapping and sharing. So the women don't know how it feels. So they have to tell them something. So they don't have to aim for it or want it for the children. You know, you have to have a double heart to want it for the children. Are you guys with me? Keep tapping and sharing because you don't have it. You don't know what it's like. You don't know how it feels. But you want it for the child because you know this is wrong. I should have it. I should have know how it feels. I should have experienced it. But I don't. But I'm going to want it for the child. That takes someone with a big heart to want that. It's like me, how I was underage married. I don't have a childhood. But I want my daughter to have a childhood. That's why I'm very protective with her. And I believe she's still a virgin. Because I'm not too strict with her. And she doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't do anything. And she told me she still don't know anything. And I believe her because she's close to me. She talked to me. She knows if she does something, she can tell me. And I'm not going to be mad at her. But I still want her to keep herself and get married, go to school. I want her to go to school and have education that I don't have. Because I grew up no school, underage marriage. I don't have a childhood. But I want every children to have childhood. Do you see all these years I'm talking until I have a headache in the video? The Gambian community bully me more than they bully anyone. From Facebook until now. They bully me. They turn me to this. The way I'm talking like this. They make me like this. Because the first day I start talking like this, why are you not protecting children? Why are you not doing this? Why can't we stand up as a woman and love ourselves? They just like, and just start hating me and start before when I first started doing comedy, before I start talking like this, it was fine. The first video I did about us loving ourselves, protecting ourselves, don't even bleach our skin, protect our children, just be a strong woman. They all like, what? They all just, from that day, they all start hating on me until now. A lot of them. The women are brainwashed, yeah. But right now, you cannot call it brainwash for every woman. Some of them that are in Africa, and like the ones that was with him in the video, those Quran women, those Arabic women that only learn Quran, they lock them in the house to go and learn Quran and come home. They don't know anything. Just salam alaikum. Those ones are very brainwashed. They train them like that, like little soldiers, little slave. I know. But some of the women here, or just in Gambia, have human knowledge. They're weak. It's not the brain was them. They're weak. They have the knowledge, but they're too weak to use it, especially on the internet, which everyone is using now to help their community. Every normal community is using the internet to help their community, apart from us. Our internet is just for insulting and stupid video, stupid dance video. We cannot use it for real video to save us. Us Africans, especially Gambian Africans. Okay? We will never use our internet to save us. Still now, Gambia, you see this 13-year-old here? You see that word 13? This imam campaigning on the street of Gambia, going to the Gambian parliament. They're voting this month on the 18th for people to say yes for underage marriage and FGM. Even though the government banned it, he managed to bring it back to the parliament, this imam and the other person that work in the parliament and working with him. They managed to bring the debate on the parliament right now, which shouldn't even happen, for people to get married as young as 13 and to get FGM right now as I'm talking to you. Okay? Just in case you don't know why I'm talking. So keep tapping and sharing. Back to why they want the girls to get married young. I'm going to take you guys. Just keep tapping and sharing. Why they want the women who have to go and vote. Doesn't matter man or woman. A lot of the men will go. So I think the parliament people will vote. I think it's the parliament people. I don't know. But I think it's maybe just the parliament people. I don't know whether outsiders are allowed. But maybe just the parliament people. But most of the men in the parliament and everywhere, they like the idea of marrying young. But I told them, if they say yes to this, there will be fairness. The whole world will know. That's why I start speaking English about this on this page. Waiting for them till under 18. If they say yes, they know me. They know my energy. They know me. Billahi wallahi tallahi. If they say yes, I will make videos. You guys will swear to God that I'm mad. I will make ridiculous bad videos for Adama Barrow and this man and the entire government people. Huh? You know you guys saying all the time that I'm mad, I'm mad. That's when you will hold the Holy Quran and swear that I'm mad. Billahi, wallahi, tallahi. If anyone know anyone that is working with the government, know anyone that know this man or the other man, I will bring his picture, who is working in the parliament and working with him to bring this back. This man. This Jiba guy, this man. If anyone know this man or know anyone who know this man, tell them I said, if this come back to the parliament, Adama Barrow, his wives, his children, he have 2 wives, our president, his ministers, this man, the imam, the entire generation, billahi, wallahi, tallahi, they will regret it. And anytime I go back to Gambia, that's when they will put me on the street and film me and chop me to pieces to show the whole world how idiotic they are because of what I will do to them in this internet. Hey, if this happen again, if this happen again, no, I cannot imagine what I will do if this happen again. Anything I imagine is going to be worse. Anything I imagine that I will do is going to be worse. If this happen again, the whole world will know you guys, and I'll never ever speak my language again. I will speak English, the whole world to know you guys, how pedophile you are, how idiotic, weak ass all you are, how much you love children, and your dignity will be zero. I will disrespect you guys in this internet in a way you never see in your effing life. You know, you're pretending that you're mad. You will know what real madness is. Bring this back. Bring this back, bitches. Bitches, bring this back. Keep tapping and sharing. So guys, why they want the children to get married young and why they want to cut and close the children? Keep tapping and sharing. Back to the old man, you know, that started this whole thing, this imam. Keep tapping and sharing. So guys, why this imam want people to, you know, just FGM and close the girl until she's married and, you know, and then marry her young at 13? Keep tapping and sharing. It's because they like virgin and they don't want a bastard child. What are they doing themselves? Having sex outside of marriage all the time. 90% of them. How do you have a bastard child? Have sex without married. What are they doing? They're having sex without married. How do you have a bastard child? Have sex without married. What are they doing? They're having sex outside of married. Keep tapping and sharing. How do you have sex with? How do you have a bastard child? You're having sex without married. What are they doing themselves? They're having sex without married all the time. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Guys, these people who have 3, 4 wives, 5 wives, 6 wives, 7 wives, 8 wives, and they're meant to have just 4 wives. Some of them have 5, 6, 7, 8, especially in Senegal. The other lady was talking about in the video how she was married to somebody that said that she was a second wife and she was wife number 11. Sales wife number 11. That person was also like, he was also some Quran person like this. You don't want to know these African Quran people, what they do, and the type of essay that the children go through with the places that they're teaching children Quran. This dara that children mean to learn. Children have to learn how to not have sex before marriage. Especially in marriage, you shouldn't have sex. You should be stoned to death. I'm not seeing you guys tapping and sharing the video, and the haters, they're reporting the video. I better cut the video now then, because they're going to report it, and my page going to be, but the TikTok going to take out the video. And you guys are not supporting the video, so TikTok will believe what they're saying. Maybe I'm lucky because I'm speaking English. TikTok can hear what I'm saying, yeah. So the TikTok, we know they're lying when they're saying the opposite. TikTok know I'm an activist to prevent childhood trauma. So I'm talking about serious child beating, essay to stop underage marriage, FGM, and the children to go to school. Yeah, just basic human right for children. TikTok knows I am an activist for that. But the idiot, they write to TikTok. I'm lucky a lot of them cannot write, a lot of them did not go to school. They grow up like me, okay? No school, underage marriage. A lot of them, even the boys, they grow up no school. I'm fighting for that to happen to them, but they're still fighting me because they're so evil and wicked. They rather the children, they're like, it's their children, no one cares, their children sort of, they hate children and women. Keep typing and sharing. So, guys, back to why they want the children to get married young, okay? They want the children to get married young, and they want the children to be FGM. And when the FGM them, they close the little hall too until she get married. And then, so why they doing that? Because they want a virgin and they don't want a bastard child. They hate bastard child and they hate somebody that is not a virgin. Now, what are they doing? They always essaying the children to make sure they're not a virgin. Even boys, they love essay, a lot of them. Okay, so even if you're not married, they're still gonna when you're young. Okay, a lot of the time. So, what are they doing themselves? Having sex outside of marriage all the time. Lot of them. So what's the cost of having a bastard child? Sex before marriage. So sex outside of marriage. Sorry. Yeah, sex outside of marriage or sex before marriage. Sex with someone that you're not married to. That's how you have a bastard child. What are they doing, them, the adults, especially the men? 90% of them, what are they doing? Having sex outside of marriage, married or not. They married or not, they're having sex all the time. 90% of them, especially African Muslim men, cross Africa, across the world. Keep typing and sharing. 90% of them are having sex without marriage, with or without marriage, they're having sex outside. They're having sex with people they're not married to. Either they are married or not. 90% of them, okay? But this 90%, the 5%, they're worse. They're the one that can give you all kinds of sexual disease, get the woman pregnant. You catch them with a woman in the bed. That happened to me too, with one of my ex, Just this 5% is the worst one. But the rest, they're still doing it. But maybe they don't do it as often or as bad. And this 5%, they're the one that will never house you, clothe you, feed you, like Allah said. You're struggling for that. But they have the money for girlfriend and another wife and another, but not you and the children. And they're still going to FGM the girl and say Allah who say so. Get married to the young girl and say Allah who say so. What about what Allah told them to do? Where is their part with Allah? Keep tapping and sharing. Some of you that saying that I'm rude, you're just wicked or you're not well. That's why you're calling me rude. If I was rude, I would be insulting these people like some Gambian do when they're angry. I am extremely angry. I was underage arranged marriage before I was 10 years old to a man as old as this. Old gorilla looking, ugly looking man like this. I used to walk on the street looking for truck to... When I saw the truck, I'm scared and I go back because I was young. I used to imagine one day this old gorilla will crawl on me and try to do something to me. My whole childhood. This is serious. Anytime I'm talking about it, I'm crying and you're laughing, bullying. You're not well, I don't care, but I don't know what the other children repeat this. You see my eyes? Keep tapping and sharing. So guys, this man, why he want the children to get married young? Because they like children. And they hate women and children. And they hate Allah. They never ever listen to Allah. 90% of African Muslim men don't listen to Allah at all. They just use Allah for women and children to suffer. Allah will never make them stop cheating and lying. Never. Allah will never make them focus on their wife and children. And whatever money they have, they give the wife and the children. Just look at her. You have to close, house, and feed her and the children. How expensive is that? Any money you have, you should be thinking of her and the children. And you shouldn't even look at woman. You shouldn't even put yourself in a position of cheating, which means don't look at the woman and be like, oh, this woman look cute. Don't give her your number. Don't ask her number. Don't even try to just run away from them like you're crazy. Is that not what Allah told you? You are a hypocrite and you hate Allah. Keep tapping and sharing. A lot of them hate Allah and they hate women, but they're using Allah to just people cook for them and give birth for them, especially when it's a son. A lot of them love sons more. The more son, the better. The more girls, the more girls, the useless the woman. The more sons, the yeah. But still, if you give them sons, they're still cheating and lying and still going outside looking for other women, marrying and cheating and lying. They don't care about the sons still. For the most part, the sons are still going to cry. They're not going to house clothes and feed them correctly. They're not going to eat good food, good clothes, good house correctly for the most part, yeah. Lot of them, yeah. But very few of them are not like this, so don't be scared. But a lot of them are like this, yeah. But not all of them, but a lot of them. African Muslim men, a lot of them are like this. Why? Because the women are very weak. African women have energy. You think they have confidence when they're angry, screaming, I'm gonna kill you. You touch me, I'll kill you. You think they have confidence. They don't have confidence at all. They just traumatized. That's why they're screaming. Let them talk and talk about stuff that is troubling them. You will know they don't have confidence, especially Gambian women. Let them talk about this thing. A lot of them are being essayed. A lot of them, their mothers suffer in marriage. They grow up looking at their mother suffering. Lot of them are suffering right now, and lot of them are suffering from all of this thing, underage marriage, FGM, serious beating, everything that I'm fighting for. 90% of them been through, and they're fighting me. They said me, I'm bad, I talk a lot, I'm stupid, I'm depressed because of what I've been through. They bully me, they make videos bully me all the time. The African women that are helping themselves. So this type of man can be happy. Anyone that make a video for me, bully me, they always happy liking the video. Yeah, that mad woman, I mean, all of and she hate men, liking. The men make video for me. The women make video for me all the time over the years. And you see the amount of like the video will get. Because it's me. When they come to my page, they hear me talking like this. They have no blood, they have no vein. They still have the gut to bully me or run. Or don't near me, because if they near me, they'll insult them. They'll tell them, how dare you go into Amy? How dare you supporting that woman? They're cowards. They're their own enemy, African women. African women are their own enemy. I'm not like that. I'm not included. You guys that is like this, you know yourself. 90% of African women are their own enemy. Their energy is for bleaching, buying every high heel, buying every handbag, buying every necklace, buying every long wig, buying everything bleaching cream, perfume, clothes, going to every party, cooking every food, talking on WhatsApp all day, screaming at their children, looking for juju even to help them with the misery that this type of thing create. This type of neglecting women and children is the why you cannot have peace, but you think a juju will help you. This is the reason why you have the amount of enemy you have that you're running for juju. They having different women that they're mixing together in one house or one husband. Bunch of children, bunch of women. And they don't have the time for the women. They trauma the women when they're young, beat them, torture them, essay them, FGM them. So the women are depressed. And now they have to house, clothes, feed them. And they're not doing that. They betray them when they're young. They grow up, they betray them. The women are dying with depression, but they cannot talk about why they're depressed, because then they will be a normal human being that is an adult. They're going to continue behaving like the pygmy coward and just be pretending or focusing on hitting the children, focusing on arguing, instead of focusing on why they're miserable to begin with. Keep tapping and sharing. So then the women are miserable. So then the women are fighting each other, the children fighting each other. You grow up, you have a lot of enemy. That's why the society has enemy. It's because of things like this that I'm fighting. Yeah? I am more than a president in this society. Until these things fix, the country will never fix. No president will fix Africa. This is the Africa enemy. Why Africa cannot fix? Because of this. If you don't know that, you're not well. Okay, keep typing and sharing. So now, let's continue to why they don't want the girls to get married at 18 plus. He said that's too old. 18 is too old to marry. He said they have to get married as early as 13, and that this will be FGM and close until when they're married, then they break the closing thing and the man can. Now, watch the women that the FGM them and close them. And they money to keep the clothes, because some the clothes is out, I don't know how, and they get pregnant or just not virgin. But some money to keep it. Now, check the ones that money to keep it, and now they're married. Now, check how they're suffering in their marriages. They're watching me right now if I'm lying. Their husbands are still cheating and lying and focusing on other women, marrying other women, like they've not exist. So what's the word of cutting and closing and doing everything when the man is going to treat her like a piece of shit? Tell the child to know her dignity and how to protect herself. And how to look for a good man that worth marrying to. That 2% men in the community that is very loyal, kind, loving. They're not going to cheat on you. They're not going to hit you. They're not going to use Allah to manipulate you and suffer you. They're going to focus on you and the children like a healthy marriage. That 2% is where the woman should get a husband from. Make sure you make her know that and recognize those type of men and know how to not follow just love, but follow this thing. Not just, I love the person, let me go. So if you love the person, check if they have a healthy mindset. Don't go if they don't. Teach your child that. To not use emotion and get married. To not use emotion and agree. To not use money and agree. To check if the man have a healthy, kind, loving manner, behavior and thinking. So they can stay in a healthy marriage. But they don't know how to do that because they don't even have that mindset themselves. So how will they teach that the child? The woman don't know how to look for that, never look for that, never experience that type of a man. So how will she even teach that the child? Never read a book, never even, try to want anything good for herself. Keep typing and sharing. A lot of these women give up anything good. This is what they will say. They will say, me, I just came to this dunya to suffer. I never have peace since I came. But it's fine. When I die, I will have peace. I can't wait to die, yeah. Maybe when I die, I'll have peace. Even when the children are not listening, they do something. They're like, okay, when I die, you guys will have peace. Very soon, I'll die so you can have peace. I'm tired. They say that to their children. When the children just drop water or anything, when the children just not listening. Every little time they're saying that because they're so depressed and they're so done with life. And they believe that when they die, that's when they'll have peace. Because since they're born, they never ever experience peace. And you want me to watch that to continue? Keep tapping and sharing. Keep tapping and sharing. So, keep tapping and sharing the video. Thank you so much. Don't worry about it. Just keep tapping and sharing. I'll pick you if you want. I'm going to go soon. I don't want this video too long. But yeah. Why they want the young girl to get married? Because they don't want to, they know to bring up a child is not a joke. You have to be mentally ready for it. Physically, financially, emotionally. You have to have time, patience, so many stuff, and to put that type of knowledge, on the child, a boy or a girl, so they will know their word, know who they are, know how to prevent themselves from certain things. Thank you so much. Keep typing and sharing the video. I'm not saying one single person share it. Okay, 2 share is not enough. 2 people share it the whole time. That's not enough at all. I know a lot of people that are watching me, they're my enemy and they're the enemy of this type of work I'm doing. But I am so, at least 1% that is watching me is not the enemy of the work I'm doing. So tap and share the video because it's not good for the page when you're just watching. This is what they do to me on my wall of page too. They hate my work. 80% of the people watch me hate my work. Man or woman. Because I talk about don't beat the children, serious beating. A lot of the women are beating their children. Or they already beat them. Or they want to beat them tomorrow when they have them. Because they don't know the technique to use without beating. And they cannot even ask me. I always tell them, if you want to know the technique you would do instead of beating, let me know, I'll help you. They're too big and have too much ego. And because a lot of them are always bullying me and gossiping about me, of course they cannot ask me anything, especially on a live video, people hearing them. So they don't know another technique to use without beating. They only use beating to ruin the child life so the child can grow up and be like them. Keep tapping and sharing. So when I talk about skin bleaching, and 3/4 of the African women, especially Gambian and Senegal women, bleach their skin because they don't love themselves, and the men love young people and light-skinned people. African men, especially Gambia and Senegal African men, they love young people and light-skinned people more than anything in the world, more than anything in the 80% of them. Okay, again, the 2% that is not like that. Don't forget the 2%. We still have hope on this 2%. The rest, young people and light-skinned people, and especially people with big bum, big boobs. Just they don't look for the woman character and how is she good for a wife, They just look for her look, like a 5-year-old. Oh, she look like this, that's fine. I don't care she has toxic trait, or I don't care she doesn't love me. She clearly wants me for money. She's too young and too beautiful for me, but I don't care. Let me just have her. Keep tapping and sharing. And then when the woman betray them, they're crying. So keep tapping and sharing, guys. So, guys, back to why this... I'm going to end the video soon, yeah? But back to why this man and people like him want the girls to get married young and want the girls to be FGM, okay? Why they want the girls to get married young and to get FGM, like I repeat the whole time, yeah? Because they say that they want the girl to get to be FGM and close the thing until she get married. And then... But... they're doing that because they want the girl to be a virgin. They love virgin. They don't know woman dignity. They link woman dignity with her being a virgin. They link woman dignity with her being a virgin. And they're doing that in the community that love sexual abuse. They're doing that in the community that essay children all the time. And they will never condemn that. They will never talk about that. They hate me for talking about that. Keep tapping and sharing. If you want a virgin, you have to talk about people to not essay the children. Because even there are some people that in this society that is not FGM, by the way. It's not everyone that is FGM in Gambia and Senegal. Okay? Even Sierra Leone do more FGM than Gambia. Okay? But depending on the tribe. Every country that do FGM, especially Gambia, Sierra Leone, Senegal, all these countries that do FGM, it's not every tribe. Like my tribe don't FGM girls. Only boys do circumcised. Girls, no. For example, yeah. But some Wolof have it done too. It's not like no Wolof do it. But me, I'm not done, yeah. It's not like every tribe do girls. But some people in my family have it done, but it's not many. Yeah, they just have it done for I don't know what, all the wrong reason, maybe copying the Mandinka people, I don't know, which I hate. Okay, but me, I don't have it done. I'm lucky. A lot of Wolof don't have it done, but some Wolof do. When I'm talking about it, when women come in the video, some are Wolof. I'm not seeing you liking and sharing the video, and that's not good for my page. Thank you so much for some of you that share it. 3 people share the video now, but that's not enough. A lot of people watching this video, they will never like and share the video. Like he said, anyone that is talking for this to stop, he's praying for Allah to punish that person. You too is watching for this to continue, which is why you're not liking and sharing, because you like this to continue. You're wicked. I pray for the children karma, pain and tear to haunt you too, especially if you're from Gambia. All of you that is behind this man or woman, protecting this 13-year-olds getting married with adults like this or older than this man, or 30-year-olds that are back old. You don't know what type of man who they have. You don't know who they are. You're happy for them to go on a 13-year-old and be doing this to them as a wife. And you know that most likely in the next 5 years, the girl will be crying. The next 10 years, 15 years, she will be double crying. They don't know her. They don't know her what. They treat her like a piece of shit, looking for another 13-year-old again. You know that. That for the most part, that's what's going to happen to the girl. It's not even they're going to do that to her and then she's going to be happy, be like, Alhamdulillah, because they're going to focus on loving her, caring for her, don't cheat, don't lie, house, clothes, feed her, like Allah said, be a good, perfect man for her, that she's not going to have any cry. That's not why I'm talking. They don't do that. It's like the 2% that will do that. 2 or 1 from every 10. The rest, the girl will cry and you know it. You know it. But do you care about that if you are a man? No. Do you care about it if you are a woman? No. Because you hate yourself. African women are their number 1 enemy. That's why we will never have peace as African women. Because we hate ourselves. We will never have energy to protect ourselves in the right way. But we have energy to beat the children, have energy to fight for a man who don't want you. You cannot fight, argue with another woman, trying to get rid of another woman because he's sleeping with your husband. It's your husband that don't want you. Nobody force him. But you have energy to argue. You have energy to look for juju because of a man or life. You have energy to effing cook all day, effing gossip all day on the phone or live in real life. But you don't have energy to talk for 1 minute or support any talk that is good for you and the young people of your generation, of your own people. Okay? This is African woman for you. Especially Gambian, Senegal women. Especially Gambian women. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Okay, so back again to why they're circumcising the girls and giving them young husband. They say that when they give them young husband, the girl will not get pregnant. So she will not have a bastard child. Bastard child is like somebody that is not married and have a baby. So that baby, they call it bastard. And they insult the mother. As if the father that is pregnant, the bastard is not bastard himself. Okay, so they keep focusing on the mothers all the time, and they've been doing this all years. They keep focusing on the woman to blame her all the time, and they've been doing this from our grandmothers until now, and clearly it's not working. Clearly, is that helping the community? No. Did that stop you from getting married? No. Did that make the community develop? No. Did that make the women good and decent and just good women? No. Because you cannot just keep blaming the women, the victims. Some women don't know their worth. Some women do the wrong thing. That's true. But even why is that? Check why. You beat them, torture them, give them childhood trauma. Most likely they wouldn't know their worth and they're revenging the trauma. You revenge the trauma 2 ways. Either you revenge it by doing the wrong thing to other people, either you underage marrying them or FGM in them, or just hurting people in general, unaliving or serious hurting or whatever way, or hurt yourself, or do both. But you must take away the pain. When you take pain, you must take it out. Either you're taking it out to the people that give you the pain, or innocent people, but you take it out. That's why it's not good to give pain, especially serious pain to a young child. That's what it does. It's at least 8 of them will take out the pain. Either they're going to take it out by drinking, smoking, doing bad stuff to themselves, harming themselves, or they're going to take it out by fighting and, or doing other stuff to people, This is why Africa is like this. This is why African, 1 minute they can, it's me, talking to like that? Huh? It's because they're dying. But they love that though. Nobody's allowed to talk about that for that to end. Anything that you're talking about, this madness to end, anything you said, they're like, oh, no, the madness just have to magically end. The madness should just magically end. We don't have to change anything. Because they're evil. They know they're causing the madness. If you want an apple, you have to grow apple. You can't keep growing banana and crying for the apple to, why the apple is on the tree. You effing grow banana. If you want banana, you effing fool. Okay, keep tapping and sharing. So now, back to this. I'm going to end the video soon. Yeah, it's 1 hour now or 1 hour plus. And I wasn't planning the video to be like 2 hours. So I'm going to end this soon. Okay, the person that wanted to come, I don't know if you're still here, but I'm going to end this soon. So again, keep tapping and sharing. Although I'm going to end the video soon, but keep tapping and sharing. Keep speaking the truth. Thank you. Keep tapping and sharing. Okay, but her family are full as who? She still hates the man who? And she still hates the man who? I am listening because you are right. I see a girl who hate her husband so badly. Exactly. And she got to what? She was underage married, I am so. 90% of women that are underage married, or 80% at least, they hate their husbands. Okay, they hate their husband because they're too young. Even if they're happy now, because they're young, they don't know what they want. After they realize, and 90% of them, or at least 80%, will suffer, especially Africa or African culture, even if it's here. Even if you bring the wife from Africa and the man is African, most likely. Because why? Because a lot of them that marry children, it's just they like children. It's not like they're good men. They just like children. That's why they're doing it. They're insecure. They will say things like, I don't want to marry a woman that somebody is there before me. I don't know what the person have. I don't know what they've tried before me. Look at this type of talk. Like you're talking to 5-year-old. I don't know what they've tried before me. I don't know what they have before me. Which means you have her. So you think that the other one is. Why can't you yourself? So because they're insecure, and they're so insecure and hopeless, like a effing 5-year-old that is living an adult life, or I don't even know how to call this even. So now they say all of these things in videos, guys, okay? Live videos. Ask the Gambians and Senegalese if I'm lying, okay? Their videos are rampant. They say all these things like a 5-year-old. They expose who they are in the videos like this. Casually happy, laughing and chatting. Yeah, man, you are right. Even when Sadio Mane was married, all the Senegalese was like, nobody's going to marry these people dancing on TikTok, shaking their bum. I don't do that. So I'm lucky. I was talking all these years for women to not dance and shake their bum. Because we have young people that are younger and they should focus on knowing their self-worth and focusing on education and achieving life instead of shaking bum. And if we all shaking bum, they're going to do that. They said me, I'm bad. Why I'm saying that I'm judging them and I'm doing like I'm perfect. They become my enemy and run away from me. Then when Sadio Mane got married, they're all making videos saying that I am laughing because you said, man, small thing. Yeah, I hate small thing with an African man. It doesn't go together. African man with a small thing. And he's saying that some women have a very long clitoris, so we have to circumcise everyone, assuming that they're going to have long one. So why can't every African man with a small one should also be? Because it's pointless. African man and a small one, those things don't go together at all. And they're alive and their tiny thing is there, disturbing people. Why can't you? Okay, so when Sadio Mane got married, they all coming in the videos. Us too, we have to go and marry a young girl. We have to find a young girl, ask the mother to keep it for us. When she grow up, we marry her. Because if not, these ranchang people that are shaking their bum on the TikTok, they're all horse. Nobody's gonna marry her. Kek. I'm like, I told you guys, these bitches are your enemy. You think I'm joking? Look how they're talking to you now, girl. Ladies, did you hear this? And the ladies were like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, exactly. I told you I know these people. Now, when you're shaking your bum, who is liking the video? Them. Who is sending you love, Harry, shaking your bum? Them. Who is calling you horn out for shaking your bum for them? Them. Who said they're going to marry a child that doesn't shake bum or doesn't know anything? Them. And they were even saying in the video that, because if you marry a woman that is a whore, they call a woman that has sex before a whore. Doesn't matter how many times she has sex, either once or twice. As the moment she's not a virgin, she's a whore. So they say when you marry a whore, and they always tell you that, oh, I was sexually abused by my aunt, my uncle, or by my auntie's husband, or by my sister husband, or by my stepdad, or by my father, or by my teacher, or blah blah blah. They're lying, and the sexual abuse is rampant in the community. It's rampant. 8 out of 10 African women, especially Gambian and Senegal women, are either essay or somebody attempt to essay them before. I was lucky when I was young, nobody essayed me, but 3 times, when I was 18, I was not young. A police officer wanted to essay me with his uniform when I have a case that was in the police. If you want me to make a video about it, explain that, let me know. I'll make a story time and explain how that happened. I explained it in the one-off video before. It's kind of a little bit long. I cannot explain that all. I'm going to go soon. When I have a case in the police, it wasn't a bad case or anything like this. I took myself to police, by the way. It's funny and crazy how that happened. But let me know. I'll tell you. I'll make a video about that if you want and explain it. You know, this 10 minutes video. The police, I was 18 in Bara. He tried to me. Because of my mom saved me. And his manhood, the size of his manhood. He's like a typical African man. I've never seen a manhood like that. Like a typical horse. And wearing the condom on top of that. And I was like, what the hell? You cannot put this in my vagina. You're gonna hurt me. And he was like, no, you'll be fine. And because he never kissed me or touched me or anything, just tried to, and I was like, ah! And the people were hearing us, and he was like, and he just jumped and put on his trousers and go. Okay. Now, when I was young, 2 times people want to essay me. One man, he was our neighbor. Our house was like this. His like this, one compound. He waited until my mom went, and he said I should give him the pot of soap. The bowl of soap. They normally have the soap and the net to sour in a bowl. It's called boli sabu. Gambians know. This boli sabu, he had it somewhere in the corner of his room. So he was going to the toilet. You know, Africa, they have this small toilet outside that everyone will go in the same toilet, you know, for shower. Like, you just fancy it with some corrugate or something, some cloth or something, you know. Even people can see your head when you shower. It was like that. And he went there with the bucket of water and leave the bowl of soup on purpose. And then when he went there, he said, Amy, bring me a bowl of soap. I was under the mango tree playing with my sisters, you know. Bring me the bowl of soap from my room. I was like, I went and bring it, you know. And he was like, give it to me. He wanted me to go to the toilet. I was like, I do like this. He was like, look at me, give it to me. Come here. I said, come here. And we used to be afraid of him. And I looked and I saw that he have a soap, by the way. I don't know how he have a soap. He put the soap on it and the thing was like so long and he put the soap on it and he was like this with it, like, and I was like, woo, just, you know, like, you know, I was like, I was not even 10. I was not even 10 when this happened to me, okay? I was maybe 7, 8, okay? And another man also the same, but he didn't have soap or sour, but he was, you know, when I went to give him food, when my mom asked me to give him the food, he asked me to go to his room and I go and he was doing like this. For me to see him do it. So 2 times they wanted to do it to me. I am sorry. Oh, that's fine. You know, just tap and see. Me, I'm used to this because Africa is like this. They make so many horrible things because the women don't talk. The women are a coward. African women, 90% of them are a coward. They have energy to shout on their children, have energy to beat their children, have energy to bleach, have energy to gossip all day. Even gossiping me, that is helping them. But they will never have energy to talk the talk, which is to help them and fight for the human right and justice they deserve. Okay, cross Africa, African women in general, 90%. Keep tapping and sharing. So now, back to why they want the children to get married young. Because they know to raise the children takes your mental, is mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. So then they cannot do it with a lot of children. And they cannot have small amount of children. They hate 1, 2, 3, 4 children. A lot of them hate that. They think that's not enough. They want 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 30. Some of these people have 30 children and more. They will have 4 wives at the time. Or more even. And they continue divorcing whoever they want here. Or making you divorce them because they're treating you bad. So they can replace you with somebody else. This man is said to divorce 9 or 10 women. And he have 4 or 5 wives right now. Every time he have to have 4 or 5 wives every time. But those 4 or 5, he keep replacing them. This whole time. This man and a lot of people like him across Africa, Muslim countries. Keep typing and sharing. I don't know if the Arab Muslim and Asian Muslim are like that. But I'm talking for African Muslims. Especially Gambia and Senegal Muslim. Some of them in Gambia right now have more than 5 wives. Senegal and the rest of the African Muslim. And you're only allowed 4, by the way. Keep tapping and sharing, guys, or I'm gonna end this video. Okay, it's not good for my page when you're just watching and leaving me with my enemies. My enemies, they wish right now I was in the middle of the video, and that's how much they hate me and my talk. So if you expect them to tap, maybe they can report the video, but they cannot tap. And this man said that anyone that is talking for this to end, he will pray God to punish you. Me too, I'm praying God to punish anyone that is fighting my work and anyone that is promoting his work for little girl to be FGM and to get married 13 years old. As you can see the word here, you can read what he's saying here. There will be no peace until Gambia is allowed to marry of 13-year-old and FGM. And you're here hating on me. You're here hating on my video. You're a pedophile and you can F yourself every day you wake up. Keep walking, effing yourself, continuing to F yourself until you come across a fence that says don't F yourself. You climb over the fence and continue effing yourself to hell, you effing bitch. All of you that is supporting this. Okay, let's keep going. So, why they want the little girl to get married? Because they say that the little girl have to be a virgin and that she doesn't have a bastard child. Why they want the girl to be FGM? Because he said, if you don't FGM the girl, you cannot have 4 wives because you cannot satisfy them. A woman that doesn't have FGM, it's impossible to satisfy. Him say, from his mouth. It's impossible to satisfy a woman that don't have FGM and you cannot satisfy 4 wives, so you have to FGM them. So it's easy to satisfy them. So you can be going on everyone and being like a chicken. You know, the women of this society, they're the one that make me angry. The women of this society. They're the one that make me angry. The women of this society. If I don't have no child, and God promised me that if I put myself on, in the middle of the street and on a live video, the woman will have my mindset. I will do it. If I have no child, billahi, wallahi, tallahi, if I have no child, I was going to go in the middle of the street, put my camera on a live myself, so the women can have my mindset. If I know that was going to be guaranteed that if I do it, they will have it. So they can finally have freedom, successful children, and the real, genuine life they deserve, the genuine love they deserve, good husbands they deserve. They will never experience it. Their children will never experience it. They're too weak to fight for it. This is not a joke. A joke cannot take this out. They're used to this. Imagine a man that can have sex with hundreds of women anytime you want, marrying some, cheating with some, and nothing come out of it. That your woman is cooking and cleaning, giving birth for you. If they don't give birth to son, you get angry, complain to them, treat them like a piece of shit for not giving birth to son. Keep running to look for son everywhere else. Ignoring these girls and the mother like they're nothing. Even if they give birth to sons, you still ignore their entire generation. Bring in STD, whatever you want in the house. You hate sex with condom. You said condom is not nice, and you're always having sex outside of marriage. You never ever house clothes and feed and do what Allah told you. 90% of African Muslim men, or at least 80%, don't house clothes, feed their wife like Allah said, guys. Okay? They don't. The woman is struggling. 80% of them. 80% of African Muslim marriages are struggling, especially Gambia and Senegal. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Yeah, it have a lot of bad stuff. This imam said FGM have no health problem. He said doctor tell him, he even called the doctor name. I think it's Dr. Samate, my benachin that I ate. Today I was fasting, and when I break my fast, I was hungry. I ate this giant plate of benachin, and now I can't even do anything. I want to go to bed, and I'm not going to sleep. I'm not used to having heavy tummy and sleeping. I learned my lesson today. Tomorrow, hopefully, I will not eat rice even. Now, listen to this. This man said a doctor tell him, I think it's Dr. Samate, he used to call his name. He called his name in every video. He said that doctor tell him that FGM is very good and have a lot of health benefit. And some of it is that when the woman is giving birth, she doesn't cry because her vagina already have pain before. But the ones that don't do FGM, they come in the hospital giving birth screaming. And like I said, I have 3 children. My last son is 15. I don't cry when I give birth. I have 2 sons and 1 daughter. I don't cry when I give birth. My 2 friends here in Scotland who have FGM, who were FGM when they're young, they scream their lung when they give birth. They had to come to the hospital to witness that I don't cry. They couldn't believe it. They have to follow me when I was giving birth to my son here, who is 15 now, to see that I don't cry. And they all, exactly. People cry, doesn't matter they're cut or not, they just cry, Depend why you're not crying. For me, why I don't cry is I had my first son when I was in Gambia, and my mom advised me don't cry. Because if you cry, the person helping you is gonna maybe panic or just, and even if you cry, the pain is there. So, and you're gonna lose your voice or just get scared and screaming, ah. So just try to hold on something when it's painful until when the pain release, you release. So that's the technique I use. When it's paining, I hold on something. And I like to lie on the ground and hold on the bed or anything around me. I hold, on something, and, when it's paining, and when the pain go, I release. But even if you don't cry, even if you cry, what's wrong with that? You cry when you give birth. Your vagina have to be thinking, so you don't cry when you give birth. Do you think a woman that cry when they give birth is what you FGM in now, so they don't cry? You put the little girl down, make her cry now, not knowing if she will give birth or not. Keep tapping and sharing the video. You don't even know if the little girl will give birth or not. Number one. Number two, you don't know if she will have a husband that is gonna what give him birth for. Number three, I did not want to say it, but because you don't even know if she will live long to give birth, but I don't want to say that, but But also, do you think somebody that gave him birth and crying is what you making them cry now? Massive cry. Because giving birth pain is a other pain. It's a pain that is nature pain. A woman can get away with that type of pain. I don't know, especially if they have medical health that is good, in case things are complicated, But no matter how painful it is, the moment you give birth, the pain is gone, It's different from putting her down, cutting the thing. She cannot pee, she cannot walk. You have to tie her leg, tie her body for days. Because she cannot walk, she have to open her leg like this. Because if she close her leg, it's painful. She have to do everything on the bed or wherever she's lying down. And when it's trying to heal, it's itching. And when she itch it, you have to tie her hands so she don't itch it. And you have to put some hairs. Some people say that they put tomato paste. One Gambian girl who is a TikToker come in a live video. She explained how when the thing is healing, it's itching. When she itch it and there was blood, they put tomato paste. Lot of tomato paste on it. Tomato paste, I can't say the word, on it. It was burning. She said that was more painful than the cutting. And this is like a week after or so when it was itching, when it was about to heal. And they had to tie her hand this time and her leg so she cannot itch it. For how long? Days, I don't know. One Somalia girl was explaining how that is when that is done to them, because to them it's worse. They would do it and then they would cut all of the other part and then so until it's like tiny hole left. This tiny hole for when they're peeing. Then they will ask the person to go and pee. When they pee, when they hear the pee going churr, they will sew it again, because the pee have to be like tuk, 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 dripping. It shouldn't be churr pee like a normal pee. It should be dripping, tok, tok type of a pee. Then they say, okay, this is good. They sew it again after they already sew it. And when they're doing all of it, they don't use any medicine or nothing. They just do it raw. Keep tapping and searing. And when they do that, they tie the girl on the bed like this with her hand and her leg open. So she cannot touch it and nothing. Or definitely her legs open and tie. When they see that she's trying to touch it. Because when it's about to heal, it's very itchy. When they see that she's itching, they tie her hand too. So she's gonna lie like this for 2 weeks, she was saying, or more. Depend when it's getting better until you're allowed to walk. She said first when you start walking, you're gonna be like screaming and cannot walk. You're gonna be like you never walked before. Yeah, the sewing and teaching in Somalia is worse, because they cut everything. When they take out the thing, they cut all those. You have other 2 layers, the small layer here and the big layer. They cut the small layer that is around the thing. Cut the big layer and then stitch until the pee is like tuk, tuk, tuk. Even just yesterday when I was doing live, somebody come into the video explaining also in Somalia, another lady that when the husband was traveling, she's an adult already, get married with children and everything, and the husband have to take her to get sewn when she was traveling, so the woman don't cheat. When he come back, he was doing this, the whole neighbors hearing the woman crying. And in the morning, they're like, oh, you make your husband proud. We can hear you crying last night. This is how much the women them hate themselves. The women were saying that, she said, to the other woman. And the men were like telling the man, you're a real man. We can hear last night your wife crying. They call that a real man. A real man is a man who don't cheat, don't lie, don't use aggression, violent, honest, kind, loving, have self-discipline, respect human being in general, especially women and children that don't have, are not strong. That's what real man is about. Not a lying, cheating idiot. addict to children and a virgin and a small thing because you're small or because you're husband where you're wicked. That's just called weak and wicked and effing insane mind. It's not called man even, It's just a mad person. Keep typing and sharing. I know, right? It's insane. And when you talk, they say you're rude. So Africa, why is never going to be developed? We have a lot of adults, lot of elders like this who are our enemy. And when you talk to them, they say you're rude. Them that say that talking to the elders to what they're doing is harmful. They say that when they don't do that, they're good. You that is doing that, you're rude. Them, they're rude. Them, they're the one that insulting women every day saying such a pande, you ibabe. So those women are not old. Those old women you're insulting every day, that's not old. They're not old. You're not rude. Also, me, I'm not saying this to this man, by the way. I can talk here till tomorrow, nothing to do with his mother, especially his mother's private part. You guys are saying that to me. Some of you say I'm rude because I'm condemning what he's doing. And then you tell me, Ibabe, it this, that. You tell me that my vagina is expired because I was married young. I have an expired vagina. Whatever the hell expired vagina is. This is sad and funny. And you guys that are married and cheating and lying, that's not rude. You're married and you're cheating and lying, leaving your wife and husband and children here. You have to give them your money and love and attention. And you're giving it outside. You always shouting at them, angry at them, lying, punishing them. Don't give them enough love, enough money, enough attention, nothing. You're not rude. What you call? What you're doing? What you're doing, what is it called? You're very rude. That's what rude is. That's the maximum rudeness when you're married and you're cheating. Anyone that is married and having sex outside, they're the maximum rudeness. Whatever the hell, this word is that I'm trying to say. Okay, keep typing and sharing. You are doing an amazing job. Thank you so much. They hate this job and they hate that I'm doing it in English. They're like, talk in my language. I've been talking in the language for years. I'm doing this for 7 years, by the way. It's not new. And they're like, get out of here, you talk a lot. No one asking you. You're always talking about this thing. Talk about something else. I'm like, you're not talking about it. And you said I should talk about it. We all cannot be talking about something else. At least one have to dedicate their life about this. I was underage arranged marriage before I was 10 years old to a man as old as this. And they want me to not talk about this. What they want me to talk about? I don't know anything else. This is all I know. I don't have a childhood. My whole childhood, I have a husband as old as this before I was 10. So, what do you want me to talk about? I'm talking about what I know. And this man is campaigning in Gambia as an imam for people to get married 13-year-old to confirm what happened to me. For some of you that are saying I'm lying whenever I talk about my story, even though you saw my mom prove my story in a video on my YouTube channel. You went there taking my mom picture, give it to Adamo to insult my mom. I'm still not going to remove that video. Because you said I'm lying about this. My mom came and confirmed it. You went and take her picture and insult her to make me angry. Telling me I'm going to cut your mom's vagina. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I don't care what you guys are going to say. That doesn't matter. You're going to cut my mom's vagina or my own vagina or anybody else's vagina. You've been cutting vaginas already. You've been FGMing girls and you've been marrying children like me and these children you're fighting to marry now. Because right now in Gambia, they stop marrying children and they stop FGM, which is very good. And now, okay, get into it. Well, dina want to all I'm on your end video. My daughter going to bed. Fatu going to bed. I have to talk solo or end the video. Tomorrow is school. Right now in Gambia, this imam here. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Thank you. Him. Now the new government, he banned underage marriage and FGM. Listen to this. And this man, look at this, see his face. I swear to Allah, guys, this man gets so angry and passionate. Worse than how I feel in my videos. For children to get married at 13 and to be FGM. For girls to be FGM and to get married at 13. He's like, you're not Muslim. You're fighting the deen. This is our deen. We are worshipping Allah. It's Allah who tells us to do this. And you know where he's saying this from? He's saying this from Gambia, that people have sex without marriage like water. And Allah hate that, by the way. And they do it, to have sex, without marriage. It's easier to do that in Gambia than drinking water. It's rampant in Gambia than drinking water. Keep tapping and saying, to drink water is more rare than having sex without marriage in Gambia. You know, Gambia is supposed to be like over 90% Muslim. Rampant people that are having sex without married. And Allah hate that. You're meant to be stoned to death when you do that. Why he's not putting his energy on that? Also, when you're married, your husband should be housing you, clothing you, feeding you. These three. You and the children. How expensive is that? 80% of marriages in Gambia, the husband is not doing that or not doing it correctly. But he have money for another girlfriend. He have money for another wife. Not you and the children. And this man saw that. It's rampant. So why he's not putting his energy on that? And Allah want you to do that more than FGM. For even the man that you're circumcising, taking the skin off, the man, that all of that is sunnah. His saying is sunnah. Sunnah is some part of the deen that if you do it, it's extra. It's extra. The first part of the deen is for you to be praying 5 daily prayer. Give in sadaqah, go hajj, all this other stuff. Those are the Islamic, 5 pillars. But also, what is more important as a Muslim is when you're married, you be a good wife, good husband. The wife focus, listening, obey the husband, especially when he's leading you in the good way, not controlling wicked husband, using Allah to manipulate you. And you can't breathe, no. But, for example, when the husband telling you, my wife, you have to dress like a Muslim woman, at least you're dressing too inappropriately. Or, for example, the husband is like, my wife, don't smoke or don't drink or don't dance like this in public or don't have too many bad friends or don't go out too much. For example, basic talk, like if the woman is crazy or going insane, you know what I mean? You can say things like that, that's fine. But not like a strict, wicked man that you can't breathe, you can't do anything. And you have to dress certain way all the time, like forcing you to hijab or forcing you to do stuff and just like, don't even go to work, stay here and cook. Like, I'm not saying that at all. But you know what I mean? Those things at least, and if the man is good himself, you can listen to him. But no. What they're going to do is they're going to be so strict and wicked, and then they're not good themselves. 90% of them, they're going to be cheating, lying, cannot even house, clothes, and feed you. When they're housing, clothing, and feeding you, your house is not good. The food, the money they're giving you for food is not enough. Clothes they don't even give you or they barely give you. But they have money for girlfriend. They always have 2-3 girlfriend or more, especially the ones in Gambia. Especially this type of people that they're famous or they have money or they have job or they're like a famous Quran person. And they're always going to have 2-3 wife or 4 wife or more. Some of them have more than 5 and they're hiding it. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Cross Africa, not just Gambia. Senegal is worse. Cross Africa Muslims countries. It's like this. Cross Africa Muslim countries. It's like this. People that are on top. The Muslim people that are on top. They're supposed to help us. They're worse. They're always focusing on women all the time. 90% of them. The younger the better. The younger the better. All the time. And they never change until they're 80 years old, 90 years old. Until they're going on their grave. They will never change. They'll be marrying a 13-year-old and then they'll die the next day and they'll go to the grave. When they're trying to disvirgin her, they will have a heart attack and die. But they'll still do it. So now, I have to watch what I'm saying because TikTok. So now, my cousin was bullied so badly when she talked about FGM. You see, nobody had to care about the bully. We all just had to talk. They'll get tired of the bullying. We all have to come together and keep talking. If they bully, we just keep talking. They keep talking, bullying, we keep talking. They keep bullying, we keep talking. They'll get tired and give up. They're the one that are in the wrong. And when we talk, people have to support that talk. When they're bullying, you're talking, people supporting you. They're bullying, people support more. They're bullying, people support more. They're going to give up. But us behaving like a coward. When you talk, nobody support you. When you talk, they bully you, you're on. You talk, nobody support you. You talk, they bully you, you're on. And they continue doing this. And we are watching this in this DNA. Me, I don't care, nobody support me. I don't care, they bully me, I will never stop. So, at least I'm not going to have the karma of the children repeating what I've been through because I'm running from bully like a coward. I'm an adult, I'm 43. Why will I be running like a 5-year-old? So now, listen to this, okay? The amount of energy they will put on something they will put to suffer us. We will have freedom and we will have peace. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. So, back to what I was saying. Why they want to FGM the girl and when the FGM her, they close her little hole until she get married and then they do like this, they break it, okay? But a lot of them nowadays, it's been like this for a long time, but it's getting worse now. They manage to open it themselves and get pregnant and stuff, They don't keep it till they get married. For the young people now, it's really happening, but it's still happening, but rarely. Keep tapping and sharing. So why they saying that? They're saying that you have to be a virgin when you get married so your husband can respect you. And that's a lie. Now, ask the women that are watching this video even and they marry them as a virgin. Ask them if their husbands are not lying, cheating, neglecting their entire generation and marrying somebody else, or divorce them altogether, or troubling them so bad that they have to divorce the man. Because if you are like me, I'm not waiting for you to divorce me. The moment you start cheating and lying and neglecting my entire generation, you already divorced me. Why should I wait for you to tell me, Amy, go? I'm going. Why should I wait for you? Who the hell are you? You already let me go when you treated me bad. Why should I wait for you to tell me go? But some women wait for that, yeah. Or if they're like me a little bit, they're like, I'm done. I'm going. Now, ask how many women that their husband married them as a virgin. And the husband is cheating, lying, neglecting their entire generation. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Marrying somebody else. Keep tapping and sharing. It's only 4 people that share it. You're not tapping the video and my haters are reporting the video. That's why the video is still stuck here. The video is still not 50 view. The video is not even 50 view this 2 hours, this whole 2 hours, because you're not tapping, supporting enough, and the haters, they're reporting. It's just TikTok can hear the English I'm saying. TikTok know the hater is lying. TikTok know I'm an activist for childhood trauma free to happen. And TikTok know how Africans love childhood trauma. TikTok people, the owner of TikTok knows how black people love to create childhood trauma. Everyone knows that's why we can never develop. That's why Africa is full of Chinese people taking our money. Chinese people are full in that tiny 2 million people Gambia. Full of Chinese people doing business, taking our money, hence we're not well. They know we're not well because they give us trauma. That's why we're not well. The trauma is keeping us back. They know that. That's why when sometimes people report, they don't off the video, but they always report when I'm talking like this, especially when I have picture of this man. Ooh, they hate it because this man, he's a Quran teacher. He teaches Quran. He have lot of armies. Lot of these young men here and women from Gambia, he's the one that taught them Quran, especially the Mandinka people. They look at him like God, lot of them. And he's here telling people to get married at 13 or there will be no peace, to FGM or there will be no peace. And you want me to not talk. Then what's the point of my work? What's the point of my organization? Just what's the point of what I've been through if I'm using it to help children not to go through it? If I'm not going to allow to talk because if I talk, you bully me. Do you think I just told you my story so you can just use it to bully me and tell me that your vagina is expired? No. I talk about it so other children's vagina don't have to be expired like you call me. And then you say I'm not allowed to do that. You're going to F yourself, but I'll talk, yeah. And all of you that is condemning me. Okay, keep tapping and sharing, guys, but I'm going to go soon. But yeah, just to repeat again, why they don't want the little girl to get married young, as 18 years old or above. They say that's too old. Why are they saying that's too old? Because they're wicked and they like children. And they have a lot of children. They cannot keep them all. They don't have time for them all. Because they're always busy looking for a new woman. They're all the time busy looking for a new wife. So they cannot have time to look at what these children and talk to them and, trying to discipline them, trying to make them love themselves and know how to protect their vagina the healthy way. They don't have that time. So they want to cut it and close it and jump to the next one, the next woman, cut and close, jump to the next woman, cut and close. So they can just jump and focusing on marrying a young woman for themselves. So these mothers don't have to stress calling them or complaining, your daughter have a boyfriend. Because they'll be busy with the young woman. So the other woman will don't have to worry that the child have a boyfriend. So they quickly 13-year-old go and get married. Go to an old man like this or go to a man, insane man, But sometimes as old as this or even older can marry 13-year-old or younger. Keep tapping and sharing. So that's why, because they like to have a lot of wives. Like for example, him, he always have like people say that he divorced like 9 or 10 wives. Now he have like 4 wives. He sometimes have 4 at the same time, but he will divorce one and replace. Divorce one, replace. That's what a lot of them do. A lot of them will have 3 or 2, but they always divorce one and replace. Divorce one and replace. Divorce one and replace. They treat us like a piece of shit because we're not well. Because we're taking it. You want me to quiet about that? Then what's the point of me breathing right now? What's the point of me having my internet on in my live video when I'm not going to tell the truth to save the children from going through what I already go through and know is painful and unfair? What's the point? Just because you effing asshole bitches are gonna bully me. Because of that, I'm gonna let the children repeat this pain. The pain is more painful than the pain of bullying. Whatever bully you're giving me now, the pain of underage arranged marriage is more painful. Truck to get rid of me. When I see the truck, I'm scared and I go back. As a child, I was not even 10. I don't have a childhood. My whole childhood is just crying and feeling sorry for myself. You want the children to repeat that because I'm going to think about you bullying me. You can bully me. I already have pain. I'm already used to the pain. Just you're going to have my karma. That's on you. But I'm not going to stop. I don't care. You can even unalive me if you want, but at least I do my job rather than me just quiet here and children repeating the pain because I'm afraid of you being idiots. So yeah, why they want the young girl to get married? Because they like children. That's it, nothing else. Why they want the young girl to get married? Because they like children and they have no love and value for women. They hate women, like children, and they don't respect Allah. They're just using Allah like Allah doesn't exist. Just use Allah to do what they want. Use Allah for underage marriage. Use Allah for FGM. And then they don't know Allah anymore. They will not use Allah to stop cheating and lying. They will not use Allah to be nice and kind with their fellow Muslim, fellow Gambians, fellow people. They will not use Allah to love and respect their wife and children, which is they're going to house, clothes, and feed them. Allah, the same Allah they use into FGM the girl and to marry the young girl, the same Allah told them you have to house, clothes, and feed your wife. House, clothes, feed your wife. Now tell me how expensive is that to do for one wife alone? They're giving their wife money for food. You know, Africa, you have to go and buy food every day in the market and you come and cook. They give them $50, $100 to buy food or $150. You know what that is? That is like £2, £3. £2, £3 they give the wife. £4 if she's extremely lucky. For a big family that is like 30 people, 20 people, 15 people, she have to go in the market. The moment she start buying onion, the money is finished. And she have to use her own money. I don't know where she's going to get it though. Because a lot of these women are not even allowed to go selling or go and hustle and sell some onion, sell something outside. They're not allowed that because their husband is very strict and jealous and insecure and thinking that every man is like him because he can't keep his hands off other women, either they are married or not. Yeah, just any woman they see the bum is big, the boobs is big, she have light skin, she look cute, she's walking, the bum is like bugga. They're like, ooh, what's your number? Hello, hi, I like you. Hey, can you be my sister? And the woman's like, I'm married. They're like, so we're just gonna be sister. And they're still gonna try to sex her. They sex married women all the time, and they're married. The married men sex married woman more than they sex anyone else. Keep tapping and sharing in that tiny Gambia and cross Africa in general. African Muslim men cross Africa, cross the world. 90% of them are like this thing that I'm explaining, especially Gambia and Senegal. Now, look at why they're focusing on this instead of focusing on their sickness. Do you think this is normal? Do you think if they're focusing on this and this man is always like angry when he's talking, it's Allah who says so. You guys don't know Muslim. You're fighting the deen. You're fighting the deen. That's why you want us to stop this. Why can't he go and say that you guys are fighting the deen? That's why you're cheating and lying, neglecting your wife. You're not good Muslim men. Look at the community. Look at the type of marriage you're doing. Why can't this man go and do that and scream his lung for that? Then the community will have good marriage, good children, good society. So the children don't have to be out prostituting, doing drug, alcohol, stealing, and doing bad things. This is why I'm talking. You're saying I'm rude. I'm not rude. Just this is insane. It's very extremely insane. Come on, guys. And it's not fair, and you know it. And we have young people and a nation. This is not a one family problem. Then I will not be talking like this. It's the whole nation that they're trying to ruin the whole nation. Which they already ruined the nation. You can see the nation of Africa. You can see it. But they want to continue ruining Africa in this generation. And why I'm talking also is the fact that we're going to run. We don't like it. Even me, I'm in Scotland. They're going to ruin it and then we're going to run because we don't like the results. Come here disturbing the white people. We are in the white people land disturbing them. Screaming with our trauma. Doing the wrong thing. Bringing this crazy African way that they don't like it. Let's just take the truth. It's embarrassing, but come on, let's tell the truth. So a lot of them don't like it here. And we have children here. And the children going to school and sometimes they face racism. Why can't we just tell the truth, just like the white people did? They fight for them to have human rights for women and children. They start respecting women and children and give them school education and protect them, which is why they develop. Long time ago, they also used to think like this. Like women cannot do this, women cannot vote even, women cannot do this. They realize that the men alone cannot make life better, cannot make the nation develop. It's not enough. They realize that the women need to know how to read, how to write, how to do certain work to help them. And then they start giving the women the right. And then they start developing. But you are a coward and wicked, and you're afraid of women having right because you know you like children. You know if they have right, you will leave the children alone. At least you will not marry your victim and call it my wife instead of calling yourself pedophile. Oh my God, this is insane. Good night. Have to spend 1 hour saying good night. Good night. Have to spend 1 hour saying good night before you are saying so true. I don't know what you mean, but I think you're saying good night. Okay, good night. Yeah, I'm gonna go to. Yeah, it's like that, guys, you know. Thank you, but I have to go. But yeah, you know, guys, it's like that. So I have to go, but I'll continue this. Right now, they're going on the 18th to the parliament in Gambia to vote for yes, for people to come back and get married at 13. And children to continue having no clitoris. They continue cutting every child clitoris. That's what they're going to the parliament for, to vote on the 18th. They have nothing to go and vote in Gambia. Gambia that is rampant with crime right now. People cannot have medicine when they're sick. The hospital is not good. Even basic school education, the school, they're lacking so many stuff. Gambia don't even have enough doctors. Because the Gambians, a lot of them are not doctors. A lot of them are not going to school, not to mention being a doctor. Gambia don't even have certain university to learn to be a doctor. Keep tapping and sharing before I go, although I'm going to go soon. Gambia don't have certain university for certain things you have to learn. Gambia don't even have correct university or correct college. Gambia government schools, children going there learning from primary 1 to primary 7, which is, you know, year 7. And they cannot write correct English grammar, correct sentence of what happened today or what have I done today or something like this. Especially in Tanje. Go and ask them to write it and you see. Gambia, so many things have to change because the teachers have so many children in the class. In one class, so many children. And don't have all the facility they need and the teaching technique they need for all of that. And some of the teachers are not good. Every school have maybe 1 or 2, 3 good teachers. The rest, they don't even know what they're doing. And they're just very strict, hitting the children and going crazy. And the children are traumatized because they hit them in the house, torture them, some even going through essay or been through. And all this FGM for girls and everything. They go to the class with that stress and trauma. And 100 or 70 in one class. And they don't have good system to teach them. So a lot of them go in there. My organization, I put children to school. I know what I'm talking about. A lot of them go in there and they don't even have good education. But some of them don't even go. A lot of them in Gambia right now don't go to school at all. And Senegal and across Africa. And this man is here, have nothing to complain about. Drug is rampant in the country. Unaliving people is rampant. Scamming and horrible stuff is rampant. He have nothing to campaign about apart from his campaigning for FGM to little girls and to marry young. And the Gambians are watching. They're not bothered. Right now, the Gambians are in videos where they're insulting each other. They always arguing, insulting each other because they have trauma. They will never listen to a video that is talking for the trauma to end. But they will listen to the trauma video. When someone is not happy with someone and they're doing video, they're like, I'm going to do this to you. You are this, your father this, your mother this. Last year you did this. 2 years ago your mother did this. Last year this person you did this too. You know, when someone is not happy and exposing someone and just even lying, but just exposing them as well. Bad videos, insulting. I'm going to cut your mother's V. I'm going to dive into your mother's V. The Gambians watching right now, if you go on TikTok, they're watching those videos. Those videos are rampant. You will see 1,000, 2,000 view, 5,000, 10,000 view. The Gambian Senegal community will be like 20,000 view just for those type of video. Ask them if I'm lying. You put a video down to talk about the trauma that is making those kind of video even to begin with. To stop. They will be like... When they hear any good videos, like their brain is paining, they just... That's how traumatized and sick this community is. And you want me to quiet? You want me to watch the children repeat this? Never. I'm going to go to bed now. Have a good night. I'll continue this job. Tomorrow we are meant to go to college, but the teacher is not well. So we receive email today that they don't have a replacement. So we cannot go to teacher tomorrow. I mean, we're going to go to college tomorrow till Thursday. But I don't know if I'll do video in the morning. I don't think so. Maybe I'll just wait again till the evening, yeah. But yeah, I might do small video, but not like live video. I don't think so. In the morning or afternoon. But yeah, because we're meant to study at home. They told us to study at home. We cannot just be like, no college and just leave it. So I'm going to try to study at home and stuff, you know. But I'll see you guys again, another live video. Talk, support the talk, me or not. Do all you can for this to end. This is not a joke. This is the only thing that is holding us back. The fact that you keep denying women and children their right. Because you know that if you give them their right, you have to change your behavior. They cannot accept your abuse anymore. That's why you don't want to give them their right. Give them their right, give them their value. Or there will be no peace. Because either you like it or not, people are tired. People are awake now. Lot of people that are coward and are awake, they're going to start talking soon. They're going to know that either they talk or not, they're suffering. Suffering is suffering. Then let them just talk like an adult. And stop hiding. There's no way to hide. Everywhere you go, these people, their work will find you. Their work is the reason why we are the way we are. And what the way we are will find you anywhere you go. Anywhere you go, people will scam you, lie to you, gossip, hurt you, do traumatized stuff to you and your family members and friends because of the traumatized community that you keep creating. So you can't run from it. There's nowhere to run. Talk or not, you will suffer. So get up and talk or support the talk, me or not. This is insane and embarrassing and disgusting for the whole world to see this in Gambia right now. An imam campaigning on the street managed to bring the debate back to parliament for people to vote yes this month on the 18th, for yes for under 13-year-olds getting married and FGM in girls in this new year, this 2014, this March in Gambia right now, guys. Okay? Good night. See you again another video. Thank you for all of you that were supporting the video. And yeah, see you tomorrow, inshallah.